Hello everyone. Today we will talk about the country Denmark, the country known as the most happiest in the world. The Kingdom of Denmark is bordered by the Baltic and North Seas in the northern Europe. It comprises the Jutland Peninsula and closest to 406 islands, 80 of which are highly populated. Denmark is connected to its neighbor Sweden by a bridge called Øresund, and two countries share many cultural and historical elements as well. Denmark has a population of around 5.6 million inhabitants and capital of Copenhagen, situated on is the most densely populated part of the country with 1.3 million inhabitants. Denmark is constitutional monarchy and the current head of the state is Queen Margrethe II. Denmark is also a member state of the European Union but opted out of the euro in favor of its own currency, krone. The national Dannebrog flag is the oldest in the world and is still in use. Denmark has transformed into a prosperous and modern nation that actively participates in the general political and the economic integration of Europe members. International trade in Denmark. With an open economy and a structural balance of payment surplus, Denmark economy, although prosperous, is highly dependent on foreign trade. This is why the country recorded its deepest fall in GDP in the first half of 2020 due to COVID-19 crisis that was 7.7, but it was recovered during the second half of the year unpinned by the private consumption for an overall decrease of 3.3% according to IMF. As both domestic and external demand normalize, Denmark real GDP is forecast to expand by a solid 2.8% in 2021 and around 2.9% in 2022. The country public accounts are quite healthy with one of the lowest debt to GDP ratio in Europe. Although the measures taken by the government to address the crisis led to an increase by 43.4% of GDP in 2020. The ratio is expected to keep increasing this year and next 41.6% and 42.9% respectively. According to the Denmark government, the agriculture sector only accounts for 1.4% of GDP and employs 2% of the population. Approximately 60% of the Danish land is used for agriculture and there are more than 50,000 farmers in the country, which is a major exporter of agriculture products. Denmark produces enough food to feed 17 million people, three times its population. Industry employs around 18% of the active population and contributes 20.9% to the GDP. The major activity sectors are chemical, pharmaceutical, and biotechnology industry, with new niche industry in renewable energy and biotechnology. Denmark has limited natural resources, a fact that slows down the development of its heavy industry. The service sector contributes almost three-quarters of the GDP, 64.9%, and employs the largest share of population, 80%. Denmark has the strongest banking sector, characterized by the high degree of concentration. Domestic banks own more than 85% of the total assets and three banks control 50% of the total assets. The tourism sector is becoming a growing source of income for the country. Denmark has historically been renowned as a nation of traders, with an economy extremely open to the foreign trade. In 2019, trade represented 105% of the country's GDP, according to World Bank. However, both indexes are expected to rebound in 2021 at 7.5% and 7% respectively through will depend on the global sanitary evaluation of pandemic. 2019, Denmark main trading partner were Germany 13.7%, Sweden 9.9%, Norway 5.8%, the United Kingdom 5.5%, and the Netherlands 4.9% partner. Denmark has a structural trade balance surplus. 2009 being the largest time of the country has a negative balance. In 2019, Denmark exported goods worth 110.7 billion and US dollar 74.3 billion of service, while imports decreased to US dollar 97.8 billion for goods, minus 4.7%, and remained stable at US dollar 71 billion for the service. COVID-19 response by the country. For the COVID-19, Denmark has taken several measures like sanitary measures, travel restrictions, import-export restrictions, economic recovery plans, support plan for business, support plan for exporter, which you can find on the website of Ministry of Industry, Business of Financial Affairs of the Denmark. Now we will talk about business environment. Business culture. The fundamental principle of business culture. Danish business culture highlights trust, respect, equality and openness towards each other. Denmark is highly educated culture that loves public flaunting of wealth, be it verbal or visual. Now we will discuss about intellectual property. National organization. Danish Patent and Trademark Office is held for establishing patent and trademark for the companies. Organizational Regional organization for the protection of patents. The Europe Patent Office to control trademark design and model. The Europe Union Intellectual Property Office. International membership. Membership of WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. Signatory to the Paris Convention for the protection of intellectual property. Trade-related aspect of intellectual property rights. Now, market opportunities. Consumer profile. The median age in Denmark is 42. The population is slightly aging, but this should stabilize in coming year. The population growth rate is in 2020 was 0.48. Around 28.7% of the population is under 24-year-old, while 32% is over 55-year-old, and average a household is composed of 2 people. The purchasing power of the consumer. The GDP per capita PPP is US dollar 59,830 in 2019. The average salary of a full-time worker is 3,20,000 or 40 Danish kroner. Household purchasing power has been on the rise in the recent year. The adjustment annual disposable household income is estimated to 29,606 kroner. Now the consumer behavior. Denmark is a consumer society thanks to the high purchasing power and the good quality of life the country is living. International Trade Organization. Denmark international trade policy fundamentally aims at promoting free trade on a global basis. Denmark fundamentally believes the global economy, including the developing country standards, to benefit from an increase in international trade. Denmark international trade policy is conducted in close cooperation with the other EU member states. Denmark international trade fundamentally aims at promoting free trade on a global basis and securing market opening with key trade partners. The Danish economy can be characterized as the small, open economy highly dependent on the ability to free trade exchange goods. Trade and development. Denmark is among the most active trade liberal and development friendly member states of European Union. Accordingly, Denmark works with European Union to promote common position along their lines to help integrate developing countries into the multilateral trade system. Simultaneously, Denmark fully respects the fact that trade policy in EC almost exclusively lies within the purview of community competence. How to open a business in Denmark? Why is country registration in Denmark attractive? The reason should be seen in the lack of bureaucracy and flexible labor market that allows access to qualified staff, low labor cost, and the flexible employment rules. Denmark is also a leader when it comes to the renewable energy source and often attacks companies from the sector of economy. Company formation in Denmark, choosing legal form. The Danish legal regime provides for a number of types of commercial laws company in the form of which you can do business. The most popular are APS and AS. Opening a company in Denmark called APS. APS can be compared to a Polish limited liability company. Setting up a company in Denmark called APS involved payment of minimum share capital of 50,000. APS is the most popular form of doing a business in Denmark. Establishment of company in Denmark called ACE. We can compare ACE to public joint stock company. The minimum share capital required to set up ACE is 67,000 euros. Registration of the company in Denmark in the full form of ACE requires an addition element in the form of meeting of shareholders to approve the application to establish a company. Purchase of a company in Denmark. It is also possible to buy a company in Denmark that is already registered. As a rule, a ready-made company in Denmark exists for a relatively short time, has not conducted any activity before and was created for its subsequent sale. However, due to the legal regime regarding the establishment of the company, the purchase of the company in Denmark may prove unprofitable. Cost of labor. Denmark has already established minimum wage systems. No minimum wage exists at the state level. Collective agreement are main mechanism used for regulatory law pays. The average wage. According to the government data, the average yearly income are 3,26,048 in 2019. Social contribution. Social security contribution paid by employers. In 2020, employers make annual social security contribution of 2,272.20 per annum for a full-time employee. Now we will talk about FDI. The level of FDI in Denmark is still far below the country's potential. After a fall in FDI during the Eurozone crisis, in fact, FDI influx struggled to get to the pre-crisis level and have been fluctuating in the recent years. FDI inflow increased from $163 million in 2018 to $930 million in 2019. In the same year, FDI stocks reached 105 billion. Business climate in Denmark is regarded as one of the best worldwide, as its excellent ranking by the International Evaluation Institution show. The Denmark government has concentrated its effort on the improvement of general investment conditions and on reducing structural obstacles to market access. Significant progress has been made in privatization, demonopolization, and competitiveness. Capital market in Denmark. In 2005, the Copenhagen Stock Exchange became part of the integrated Nordic and Baltic marketplace. OMX Exchange, which is headquartered in Stockholm and includes the Stockholm, Copenhagen, Helsinki, Riga, and Vilnius Stock Exchange. A Nordic alternative marketplace was opened in Denmark to increase access to the capital for primary companies. In 2008, the exchange was acquired by NASDAQ. That's all from my side. Thank you very much. Hope you got the knowledge of the country Denmark and the information you needed for the future and past. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe this video if you like.